10 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Alliances turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick. Alliances turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. After a long intermission, we are back, and we are ready to bring more awesome Summit 5 European Qualifier action. We are in phase number 2, and we're going to be heading into our second best of 3 for you today. It's now an Alliance doubleheader. We saw earlier Alliance go toe-to-toe against Team Empire, and they managed to shut them down 2-0. Unfortunately for Empire and Empire fans, that means they are now out of the Summit 5. We will not get the chance to see them this time on the couch, but Alliance are now still in the running, but they are going to now have to make their way past the Greek squad at Finem, who have also looked very damn strong here. So let's see who comes out on top. I'm Coddle Guy for Beyond the Summit. I'm joined again remotely by Ryu Boris. What's up, my buddy? Here we have Alliance versus Ad Finem. We know Ad Finem is another one of these teams that have been very scrappy and playing through all of these ridiculous qualifiers that are happening all at once. Do you think that they will have the answer for Alliance, or do you think Alliance are going to continue their hot streak here and be able to, you know, push past them into the next round?
10 seconds.
It's a good question to ask because I don't even know myself. I think right now Alliance have two of their strongest heroes that they play, Chen for Ake and then Bulldog's Lone Druid. But at Finem, I think they have a good strategy trying to come into this game and into the series with understanding how to beat Alliance. I've watched Spartan so many times, and I think it's... yeah, maybe next time plays the bounty hunter for this squad, and what he does on the hero, it was what other teams banned a lot of times first phase, because the Greeks just absolutely punish people when they pick Chen, when they pick greedy mid heroes. So, but at the same time, as I'm talking about Alliance, they have their two best, strongest heroes right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to bet against them. We have to see the rest of the draft before anything happens, but the sustain pushing power is there for Alliance, and obviously banning out. Oh, there we can't ban out Rasta too. I mean, it's just.
This is pretty all-in feeling. I mean, this is push central right now. It feels like Ryu, and it's funny to see Alliance just suddenly shift gears. They're not shifting into a gear they're unfamiliar with. As you mentioned, these are just comfort picks for Alliance, but we've been seeing them this whole qualifier just, you know, do their first pick disruptor thing, or they'll happen to snag up the Wisp if it's available to them. But now they're like, let's go back to the Alliance Classic. We're going to get a Chen for our boy Ake, and of course we're going to get the Bulldog Lone Druid. I don't know if that means we're going to be seeing a Loda Tidehunter or not, but we did get to see that yesterday. But nonetheless, it's heavy on the push. Ad Finem are going to be trying to respond by picking up the Bounty Hunter to, you know, obviously try to mess with the Chen in the jungle a bit. But then again, you're picking a Bounty Hunter into a team that can 5-man push. If this Bounty Hunter does not have a good laning stage, I would definitely be nervous for him as the game progresses. And now you're committing also to a Bounty Hunter Wisp duo. So your lanes, they might suffer. You're going to need some self-sufficient cores to now make up for that. I can't help but feel like I'm already a bit nervous for Ad Finem in this drafting phase, Ryu.
I actually really love their lineup right now because I mean, to each their own opinion. I thought DP was actually going to be Alliance's, but they picked Shadow Shaman first. And what did Team AF do? They immediately denied that pick, and Death Prophet is amazing against Lone Druid, just because your physical damage ulti, you can Spirit Siphon the Bear, you can silence a lot of these heroes too. So, and then now they have the Bat Rider plus Wisp combination. They can split push lanes very effectively now. They can go around the map picking off heroes. They have the deep push with Death Prophet and Bat Rider now. So a lot of their problems are solved for me and these last two heroes. And Alliance, now it's kind of like on them. Well, we have to get Shadow Shaman level 6, we have to get Chen level 6, but there's a lot of pressure coming out from Bounty Hunter and the Wisp that rotate around. The Bat Rider should have a really nice laning phase because there's a Shadow Shaman. So I'm worried about Alliance's laning phase, and sure, their mid game is very strong and the Bounty Hunter can be useless, but we're gonna have to see what happens. And they're gonna ban out the Chaos Knight for Alliance because they don't have anything to deal with the illusions right now. What do you think Loda is gonna get?
What do I think Loda is going to get? That's a great question, Ryu.
Well, Team AF, they have the first pick here, so maybe we could start with them too. They both need carries left.
Yeah, you know, I guess they could always go for a gyrocopter. I fear that they're lacking in the AoE. Yeah, they have Death Prophet's Exorcism, but outside of that, everything kind of feels a little single target driven. So if not the gyrocopter, I mean, obviously someone who's going to really take full advantage of this Bat Rider. I mean, is a Lifestealer out of the question? You can use the Bat Rider as a vehicle, and you know, maybe against some magical burst from Alliance, it might be nice to have that rage. So maybe a Lifestealer could be good for him.
See, Lifestealer or Slark for AF is really good here. Okay.
Oh, Slark, nice call. Yeah, right there at the end.
And Alliance, now that you see the Slark pickup, I'm kind of wondering what they want to go for against this hero. They have ways to deal with the Slark. If you get Puck, Blink Dagger can jump him, silence him before. But Alliance draft are just kind of like, oh, let's just run at towers, and this was just the perfect Slark pick game. I mean, they have a lot of ways to save him with the Wisp relocate. If Bounty Hunter gets like a good start to this game, he's gonna have a fast mechanism. So now you're left to say, okay, how do we deal with this? And I'm not gonna say Sven for Loda, but I honestly think they need another dual hard carry besides the Lone Druid to take this into the later stages of the game, because I don't think they're going to be able to end this fast at all because of the picks. So
they have stall potential. I mean, you already committed for Lone Druid, who, as we know, they always like to play that in a very greedy position, almost like their true #1 position for their lineup typically. So they have the S4 Puck, who could help along with Shadow Shaman and Chen to kind of create chaos in the mid game and be the one to kind of set the stage for the big fight. But yeah, probably be for the best to get Loda something to also have a late game carry potential and to be able to outmuscle the Slark, because, you know, at Finem are probably going to be putting a lot on their damage behind the Slark. But I don't know, you know, we'll have to see. Filling those shoes though, I mean, you mentioned Sven, but I don't know. It's hard to think of good man fighters that go to Slark.
I mean, Lycan's a decent one too, and it does help with the Roche. It's how do they want to play this? Do they want to ensure that they have enough push and potential? Okay, well, that's a Loda Legion Commander. You mentioned it yesterday.
Yeah. When did they do this last? I actually have it up right here. They did it at Epicenter, what looks like about 16 days ago. They had a pretty different lineup surrounding it. In fact, at the time, they went a bit more all-in for buffing the bear, even committing to a Ogre Magi for EGM. Also in that pairing, they had S4 on a Storm Spirit, and Ake was playing the Keeper of the Light. And it really felt like it was all on Bulldog at that point. They were doing it against OG. It was a loss. It was their, I believe, their game 2. But this time, I do like their overall lineup a bit better. It doesn't seem as all in. I don't know though, but for Legion Commander in that one position, it's Legion Commander. Yeah, she's got an infinite ceiling, given that, you know, as much damage as you want to give her. But for whatever reason, if the damage doesn't come, and she doesn't find the duels, you know, in that mid game, I would be nervous for her as the game does progress.
I agree. I feel this hero is very underwhelming if you don't get the duels off early on, and then it just kind of transitions to like, I'm a support Legion Commander. I'm just pressing the attack for the bear. Please help or something. And see how it works out. This is a good blade mail game against the DP, Batrider, even the Slark.
Yeah.
So Vision Commander can do a lot of work in this game if he just goes for the blade mail rush.
Yeah, certainly. Already some early ward action here. We actually might see a confrontation already. Uh-oh, maybe next time. Just casually walking up. Yeah, there's a sentry ward waiting there, sir. And maybe next time you'll know. But this time he will not. He goes down, and that is going to be a good luck, have fun from Bulldog, certainly right after. And away we go. Alliance with the first blood. They're going to be happy about that. And real unfortunate there for the at Finem bounty play.
So that's a good. They probably watch a lot of his replays. Like he does a lot of different things when you watch him. He sometimes goes this way, sometimes goes this way. He goes lots of different routes, and it's against a lone druid, so he wanted to block off the camp there.
The battle
We might see a little bit of a scuttle on both fronts here. It looks like Puck will be able to snag up the rune. Skylark tries to contest it, now finds himself shackled down and taken down. Loda's going to be able to pick up the last hit on that one with his nuke, and suddenly Alliance, before even the creep waves will clash, are up 2 kills. So couldn't ask for a better start. Let's see if this momentum will swing into the laning stage as well. And oh look at this.
No.
They're still waiting around nearby. Maybe next time takes the backdoor approach, though, to block out the camp, and Ake is going to be like, are you for real? Are you for real? I've been waiting here with a sentry, and this, somehow, some way, this bounty hunter still finds a way to make it in. Oh, and the sentry is not going to see the obs ward, but he will see that the bounty hunter was hanging around. He might even just figure the bounty hunter blocked the camp with his body. So that camp could be out of contention for a long while. Actually, they dropped the new sentry and he quickly took it down. So this is real sad times for Ake.
Oh, the mind games are real. This is why you don't want to play against maybe next time's bounty hunter. Scary life. And then Ake, he's gonna have to ferry out the south.
Oh, god damn it! Ake is just not. This is just, you don't like
Top
this
lane,
at all.
huge harassment coming. Skylark, they put a lot of emphasis on all nice south cancellation there coming in from Loda.
And we'll see that swing around here for maybe next time. He's out for vengeance to see if he can get some way to square things up since that first blood. He'll drop a new obs ward. This one will be in the mid lane. Oh, Ake will get the clarity cancel as he does
meanwhile,
go
top
invis,
lane, they have the shackle range.
Skylark, he's running away, but as you mentioned, the shackle's available, and it's going to lock him on now. Please deny me.
Oh,
and he gets it. He gets
Loda,
the deny.
too soon.
Oh my god. Even with Loda timing that out, it's not going to be good enough. Dota's a cruel game sometimes.
It really is.
What do you think, though, about this bottom matchup here? It looks like it's mostly going to be Madara on his signature Slark, obviously going against Bulldog in his signature grab, but the Wisp is going to be nearby, just helping a bit and pulling out the creep wave. Should Bulldog be pretty good in this matchup? He's 5-2 to
lane,
the 15-4.
once again, Skylark getting gone on, and that's a zap. And back to base.
Yep. Maybe next time was hanging around, but obviously he is not going to have much say in the matter. Unfortunately, he will have to watch his buddy go down. Meanwhile, mid lane, a commitment from S4 here. Thug gets off the Spirit Siphon and will get off some good harassment damage. He's 10-4, which matches up evenly with S4. So the two mid laners will continue to match up neck and neck.
I'm just gonna go touch back with your question. It's okay for Bulldog because they don't really have a huge dedicated support for zoning out Bulldog, because he was able to pull the wave, and because Bounty Hunter has to go into the jungle and disrupt Chen constantly. It's a situation where Bulldog should be able to get a lot in the off lane. The other side of things is just Skylark, because he had that horrible start. He's not able to put as much pressure as he would like, and he doesn't have the Wisp behind him because they had supported in the bottom lane for Madara. Yeah. He's not able to play as aggressively, and he is playing aggressive. That's why he's getting heavily punished and killed.
Yeah, you would think that he would just opt instead to maybe consider just moving to the jungle, but I don't know, maybe he feels like in this kind of matchup he should be able to hold pretty strong. It is difficult though. LC has that capability to just purge off the stacks and stuff, so Batrider will kind of make do with what's available to him. He finds the side camp and will just try to grind his way back on that front. So we'll see if Skylark can kind of get back into the rhythm. Looks like we'll have our first Nightfall now, as Bulldog will be there to snag up the bounty rune at the bottom. This leaves the Invis at top, which S4 will be happy to John up to. And maybe next time we'll be around, but he will not get close enough to deny the rune, unfortunately. So back away S4 goes to his laning phase here, and we'll have to wait to see when the next action is going to clash.
This is really good for Alliance right now. It's 3-0 start. Ake is level 3. Bounty Hunter is only level 1. And this is kind of good for Alliance to just snowball in this mid-game situation. Where S4, as long as S4, you know, has some really good rotations around the map, and because Skylark shut down so heavily in the offlane, it's always going to get courier potentially. No, Dust did.
Dust pops. Suddenly the net's going to come out. S4 is nearby, and they're going to make the bounty hunter pay, being a real thorn in the side for Ake. And now Alliance are suddenly up 4-0. So good streak continues for them, and now S4 is going to benefit from some kill participation here. Could give him the edge now in the matchup against Thug. Both of them at level 6, Coil ready to go. Maybe next time has returned to the mid lane, but as we know, Death Prophet, especially with a, you know, she gets to her level 6, it doesn't mean like she's going to have an ultimate or any sort of huge fighting power here, even though she is going to try to harass S4 down a bit, but she is not having any sort of kill potential unless she gets some serious assistance.
I'm just watching maybe next time. He's just constantly, no matter what. I'm going to follow Chen around the whole entire game. Oh, just dropped the sentry ward too. Next time, run.
And S4 again is migrating that way, and they're going to drop a new sentry if necessary, and they're going to punish him once more. The coil even being committed, a big Hadouken, and one last smack to the face. S4 picks up another kill, and quickly this bounty hunter is becoming a burden hunter. It's unfortunate, but you know, I was saying at the draft, you want to make sure you have a good start, because soon enough, suddenly Alliance could be on the pushing front, and that's where Bounty Hunter, especially at under-leveled, under-experienced, mid-lane, Wisp, while he appears, tries to go for S4. What the hell's happening, Spartan?
That was really,
middle tower,
say the least. It was a good play, all things considered. The haste, he knows the coil's on cooldown, and that was just smart heads-up play to put a lot of damage onto S4.
It was random is all. Just a wild energy ball appears and gives S4 trouble. Meanwhile, top lane, Loda pump fakes 4 times, but does not commit. Trying to get into the mind of Skylark and forcing him back away from this push, which they're already advancing on this tier 1. EGM, only level 4, so obviously does not have the wards here. Uh-oh, they ping out nearby. A Chen is waiting and creeping. He drops a sentry ward. Does that block the camp too? No, it does not. But looks like Aki will actually head out the back door and back in again. Okay, back out, back in, back out, back in. Make up your mind, buddy. It looks like they are gonna consider converging here for Skylark. But obviously Ake will be spotted. But already the Trolls made a move in. This might have been a miscommunication play, but it looks like they're going to be fine. Already Madara shows up. This is the Slark rotating in. A long pounce, and they'll connect easy. Burst onto Ake, and now even Spartan getting on the action. All of Finem kind of hanging around now. And Alliance will quickly withdraw. Finally, Finem get themselves on the board with the kill, though.
That's really good for Alliance, I think. They just got 1 kill on the Chen. Not much net worth, and Bulldog's getting free farm in the bottom lane. He just about to Midas. Meanwhile, who's gonna get the 8 rune? It's gonna be S4 with the double damage. Has his TP ready. And we didn't talk about the CS discrepancy for the longest time here, but S4 is getting crushed right now. And the only reason why they're kind of close in net worth is because of the
bottom
2
lane,
kills.
they're going for Bulldog. They made a jump pounce connection. And now, maybe next time shows himself. Oh, he decides to disjoin it with a good shapeshift there. And now S4 shows up with some help, and they're going to turn things right back and around. They're going to be taken down maybe next time. And they consider a follow-up going for Madara here. Orb, he jumps behind the tower, and it looks like the Slark's already on his way out. And Alliance really firing on all cylinders here in game number 1.
Mass TP's in the bottom lane. They really want to get another kill here.
Yeah, they do. Skylark's hanging. He's got lasso here, but they're going to need more reinforcements. Death Prophet has a TP, no exorcism though. And that exorcism was committed to go for the tier 1 mid, which will eventually be denied.
Relocate on S4.
Relocate. Here's Spartan again, the ballsy energy ball. Going for S4 here. He's not going to be able to get him. Oh, that's unfortunate. Anybody want to go back to the fountain? He'll just give off some energy here to Madara and then leave him be.
That was the DP coming in. They would have had the kill on S4 because he illusioned back to the tower.
Oh no, they spotted out maybe next time again. And he is donezo.
And this is a situation where you're like, well, Chen is supposed to be the same level as me, and he's not. He's level 6 now, so is the Rasta soon. Set tune comes out at 10 minutes. Meanwhile, mid lane.
Yeah, Skylark trying to fly in the old-fashioned way, and suddenly it's just that, but it floats right in there. He's dead. Spartan tries to show up to help him out. They are going to get the response. A nice kill on the S4, and a good follow-up for EGM now. Put a Satyr on top of it, and Finem are able to at least accumulate a good chunk of gold. That little skirmish, you know, gets them about 800 all day.
It's really nice when you watch Madara play. He's just so aggressive around the map, and he goes around for these kills constantly. And he's very active, and when he has these additional kills, that makes sure he Shadow Blade faster. So it's gonna have like 2 roaming bounty hunters, one
Loda
like
and Bulldog fighting
stronger.
over creeps also, by the way.
Really? I'm watching. Oh, get out of my lane, Loda. Go bottom.
Looks like they're having a little bit of fun, at least knowing that they're on the upswing still at this point. And with EGM now level 6, they have the wards ready to go. Looks like they might consider finishing off this tier 1 bottom. Wards might not be necessary, but are available. We'll see. They had a deep planted ward here from Finem up on that high ground. They're going to even see Chen coming down here. So they know Alliance is committing for this push. Finem, I don't know if they're going to look to respawn in a different lane, but it looks like they're not going to try to defend it at all.
It's gonna be interesting to see what you talked about with the wards, where they're gonna drop them. They could go for Roshan, or they could just go for mid tower. Like, they don't even need a creep wave to go for towers, the tier 1s at least. They can just drop them. They have the creep army, but they're gonna go back, defend a little. They ping. S4 really wants to do Rosh. Oh, relocate. Okay.
They relocate down for Ake, as you mentioned, and they will burst him apart. Spirit's already out, packed. Loda, he wants his first duel. He's hustling in with the phase, and oh, okay. Sarkler looked back like he was gonna hit him with something, but
that would have been a funny duel, because then I think they would have both ran across the map towards each other. I really want to see that now.
not gonna happen, unfortunately. And with that relocate back out, though, it looks like Alliance thinks they have a window to make a move for the Roche. With the wards, it will help. And the problem is Finem are actually close enough to contest. This Roche is not dying fast enough, and Alliance may have to pull out. And if they get caught into a situation where they need to fight and they don't have good access to these wards, which they want to fight around, so they're not looking to go too far here, this could be very awkward for them.
Yep. You see the positioning of Spartan right now? It's so good because he has buyback. He's play this aggressive and just like be the sacrificial lamb right there, and he can just come back to the team fight immediately. So that's why he's playing so aggressively right there. And the one thing that's kind of deterring AF from going all in is the Shadow Blade was in base for Clark for the past like 3 minutes. He hasn't even been able to get it.
At least for now, they're able to stall things out and prevent Alliance from doing the Roche. So time will be awarded to Finem, who I'm sure is going to be more than happy to take it here, because they still need to kind of get some level 6s online. The tome was already used on Bounty Hunter. It's close to getting him to level 6, but not close enough, and I'm sure they would love to have this track online before they do commit for their next team fight here. So they're going to allow Bounty Hunter to kind of take the lane at his solo, and he's going to get pretty close to it. Up and above, though, you can see the new Shadow Blade here on the Slark. He's trying to stalk if there's anyone behind the tower, but no opportunities there, and Finem may just will settle for a push here in the bottom lane. And also, we still need a Blink Dagger on Skylark. He has been caught up in some of these fights now, and the Blink Dagger continues to be delayed.
Kind of like S4s too. Like he's mid lane.
Yep, they're going right for EGM. He's going to quickly drop the wards. He gets a nice shackle, but it's packed it off immediately, and they are going to get that kill for EGM. Meanwhile, Spartan is kind of stuck within his own coil here. The bear comes in, and Alfredo bites the ball. Madara, though, with a double kill, is going to be able to get the secondary cleanup for S4 at this time, and it's looking pretty good for the Greeks. Ake will try to hide with his creeps through the wards now, and that may be the end of it, so... But a good showing by them, and our new kill score is going to be 6-9. Giggity.
Killing an arcane root is almost impossible, but Madara makes it look easy. What I found out, he just the control of his hero is just amazing to watch. He gets maximum value out of everything he does, and while that was going on, you had the DP getting the tower bottom. She went for the hood early on. I mean, it's a really good hood game because of all the magic damage coming out to Alliance. And now he's already up to his...
Oh, there it is. Our first duel of the game is for Spartan. Can he get the finish in time? No. But they will get the kill, which is good enough for them. EGM will be the one to finish it off with the Forked Lightning. Oh, my apologies. The Ether Shock.
Forked Lightning, Dota 1, bro. Don't be...
Dota 1, bro. Never die.
Never forget.
What Alliance are going to realize that the track is also going to be online now, so maybe next time he's going to begin to grind out some extra intel. It looks like he was able to get his arcane boots for the mana that's necessary for it. And we'll see if they're going to be able to put together some extra money from it. But Bulldog continues to grind away his own farm towards that Radiance now, Ryu. He's got about 3,300 gold. He's getting close. He's waiting now for what looks like the relic here. No, never mind. He needs a lot more time for the relic. He's just waiting around for creeps.
The spawn. Yeah. No, I was wondering the same thing. Then I looked at the timer and it's like, oh, he's gonna farm this. Then go to farm the ancients. One good thing when you see Bulldog play Lone Druid and you understand why everybody first phase bans it against him. It's just because he always gets something from the map no matter what.
Yeah.
His team makes space for him, and then eventually you know he will carry the game.
He's played this hero so many times against so many lineups. It's like, oh, you think you know how to counter it. I'm sure it's something he's been through before. Oh, you're going to aggro against him in the lane. Oh, you're going to block out all his side camps. Oh, you're going to, do this, do that. I'm sure Bulldog has already faced it, whether it be in a competitive game or one of his zillions of pubs he loves to stream. I'm sure he's been in a situation similar to it before, and as you mentioned, he always seems to know a plan B or C to be able to still accumulate the farm that's necessary for him to be a big powerhouse in this game. So
EGM dead is all hell. Maybe
yes. And maybe 4 of them will benefit from some nice track gold too. So
and maybe next time we'll get the kill.
And that's how it goes. And now, Bat's got his blink. Money's coming together. Are we getting nervous a little bit for Alliance now? Bulldog, though, is still farming. No dual damage yet, but Loda is level 11.
This is where you look back on that Legion Commander pick that we talked about, and not having that additional second carry might bite them in the ass later on in this game. But it's go time. Let me give me that Roche.
At Finem, make their move in. Level 2 Exorcism going to be committed for this one. And it's falling pretty fast here. Alliance are not going to be able to come together and contend it in any sort of way. And this is looking great for the Greeks. Their net worth advantage is only going to be up to about 2k or so, but they're definitely sitting in a pretty damn good position. Their cores are kind of starting to come together well. I mean, Madara Slark is pretty damn farmed. Highest net worth in the game at about 9,200. He's got his Echo Saber now. And he's currently being the gatekeeper for this bottom lane, not even letting Ake dare come close.
It's just really hard to be in the situation for Alliance's supports this time. Like, EGM just always going to get picked on by the Slark. Okay, I mean, he was picked on by the Bounty Hunter earlier. He's still going to get picked on. So they have a lot of ways to deal with the support Alliance.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Loader.
Uh-oh, there it is, a commit from Skylark. It's going to be the pullback for Loda. Oh my god, the damage from
blade
Skylark
mail.
will be enough to finish this Aegis. They will get that return kill for Loda, and now they're going to be looking for more. The second life comes out, and they'll be forced to be satisfied with what they'll take. And now they'll just kind of clean it up with a +1 on this tier 2 tower. And all the meanwhile, the Bulldog farm does continue. Him and his Fredo continue to try to meet their mark, which is going to be completing this Radiance now, which is in stash. But bottom lane, the trouble still happens. He's making it go for S4. He can't make it away from the pounce. They're going to get him down. That's track money in the bank. And now Madar looking for more as he hits up EGM. Tries to pounce back after getting ensnared, but cannot lock down the fish.
Still had the freaking toss for the shackle. Good of EGM to not go for that play and just back out. I was gonna comment on S4 living was a big mistake coming in from Thug, but he still died at the end of the day. So it's like, but what I was getting at is the Yule Scepter. He could have spam clicked on where S4 was orbing back to base, could have used him right as he was coming out of phase shift, and they would have gotten the kill much sooner than that. So a bit of a misplay coming out from the DP a little bit there. It's something you don't notice that often, and sometimes you're not aware to do it, but you can definitely stop the puck from going back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll damage him too, so it cancels the blink dagger.
And this is a bit troublesome for Alliance now, but the good thing going for him is they have the Radiance done on Bulldog. This will help a bit, being able to, push out the lanes, accelerate his farm, and obviously will add to his durability with the benefit of the evasion. Oh, quick jumping, quick grab of Skylark here. They get the duel, and finally some duel damage will go
Silence
the way
on
of Loda.
everyone.
But now comes the Exorcism, and Finem are looking to at least not go down without a fight. They focus fire Bulldog now, and he's getting hit damn hard between both the Death Prophet's Exorcism and the Slark, who's going to get relocated back. They're going to get it down Spartan. They're going to get the follow-up kill, taking out Madara, and now suddenly Alliance are on the up and up, and they're not done yet. They're hustling forward. They're going to get a hold of Thug here, silence him up. He's running. He's fast, but I don't think he's fast
I
enough.
got him.
Oh, look at this. Maybe next time. Boom! Ricochet shot. Going to get the Shuriken toss to finish off EGM. Tracks continue to fly, and actually Alliance are going to be forced to 180. Turns, though, into a 3-for-1 trade. One that Alliance are going to be very satisfied with.
Maybe not satisfied in the aspect of where all the gold kind of went for the Chen, but definitely repelling them. DP ulti is on cooldown now, so maybe they can make something happening around the map. Really well played from Alliance. They need to start getting more things done. It's a very tough situation where oh yeah.
Jump in lasso. Skylark gets the pullback, but it's quickly purged off by Loda. He's got that blink dagger to be able to get close enough for the save. Nice job there by him to bail out a friend in need.
You got a friend. This is the situation though, where Alliance, they can't be happy where they're at right now. Because AF later in this game goes that they're just gonna get infinitely stronger.
Yeah.
And they're on a timing window for Alliance. Maybe they want to wait for the next item for Puck. Maybe that could be a Lincoln's or something, but they realize they have to go. And that's why you see them go.
They don't have wards yet, unfortunately, but anytime they're up, they do need to use it to kind of move this game forward objectively. Because, as you said, it's not one you want to really mess with the clock and consider to go late and late, because only Finem are going to get better. It looks like they spotted out Spartan. They're going to get a quick dual damage bonus. Now Madar looking to go to work, hiding under, of course, his ulti. It's going to avoid a lot of extra trouble, but now Thug steps in, Exorcism's out. Spirit Siphon for S4 looking to suck him up as he is tracked up, and Loda is going to be caught up in the midst of others. S4 will end up going down. Loda tracked up. Can they get them too? Yes, they can. Maybe next time. Was absolutely bullied in the early part of this game, but now he's suddenly dominating. And it's Alliance who need to get the hell out, and it's not going to be easy. The chase is very good here from Finem. As you can see, Madara is going to be able to catch and finish off EGM, and they're going to get Ake. More track money coming their way. One by one, they fall, and Bulldog will be the last cherry on top. Mwah! Beautiful Greek delicacy right there, as Finem are going to get a 5-man wipe. and really crack this game wide open. Kill score wise, it's only 15-14, but my God, look at the swell of money. That's 4,500 gold going their way. Bounty Hunter gets 1,300 of it. Thug gets about 1,200. Man, they are rich.
Yeah, the Greek economy is no longer in a recession. We are thriving now, and this is all AF, and it's just gonna get worse from here on out. And speaking of worse, it might get better.
Three-man coil. Loda looks for the duel. Can they save
Not the right target.
Well, yes, they can. Relocate. He's out of there. Loda will be awarded no additional duel damage.
EGM on the back line.
As they come back, Madara's going to be jumping in. He's trapped within the wards. We'll be able to creep out to get the quick kill for EGM, and they might be able to get more. But now it's Alliance looking to move in. Madara, though, retreats backing away. Here comes Thug, though. He's got a Spirit Siphon for Ake, and he just gets sucked right up. He goes down.
Oh, the bear.
Bulldog's
This is a
back.
resummon.
Bear has been resummoned. If it goes down again, this is going to be a disaster. And the Slark, swing and a miss on the pounce, but there's the lasso pullback for S4.
Oh, he silenced the bear too. Can't.
Both silenced. S4's dead. This is bad. Alliance could be going down sooner than later now. Loda going to be the next target. He gets tracked up. He gets, boom, dead. Another kill for maybe next time. Make it another one.
Oh, no, there's no detection.
And Madara makes it away. They can't detect him. He's out. They will be able to get the bounty hunter, it looks like here.
Exorcism in 2. Here comes the exorcism.
Jump in from Skylark. They continue to go to work. Here's Madara and Thug now both get caught in the mix. Thug literally gets caught now from the root. Another coil comes out. This connects on 2. They will finally get the finish. They finish off Thug. They get the wisp down. Bounty's also out. Can they get the Slark to kind of get this game back on track? It doesn't look like it. They'll settle with that. It's a long and crazy fight. A buyback's required from S4. Make it a dieback, though. This is just...
EGM, there we go. You're mine. Your ass is grass. Okay. Careful. Here comes the relocate. And there you go. Nice roar coming out from Bulldog. Oh, the cancel.
Oh, no. Ake, bail a buddy out, and it looks like he will.
He died to the bear already. But at least they killed the bear.
And Loda jumps in, and the duel's gonna get
freshly-
canceled. Madara's got a new Lincoln Sphere. Oh, no.
I mean, I wouldn't even... He just got that phone out. That's so unfortunate. But I don't think they would have been able to... Well, maybe he could have killed him because of the blade mail, but... Alliance is just getting pounded right now.
They are still pushing past this river. They know that Alliance is like a scared animal against the wall, and they are not letting them creep out at all. And Bulldog wants to. He makes his move. They're trying to get the backliners here. Coil is going to be connecting onto both supports. Loda, no duel. Now Silence Thug shows up, and quickly Alliance looks to withdraw, but they can't make it away. EG is going to be caught down. He drops the wards. It catches up Madara, but Madara will eventually battle his way out. They get the finish, taking out EGM, and now they're looking for more. S4 looks to sidestep, makes it back and away, but the pounce is going to be committed. S4, he's able to jaunt away down south. Meanwhile, Thug continues forward, gets the kill on Ake. And now the rest of his team is going to look around the corner and meet up. Now the move for Loda. Mega kill now for Madara. Back over here, they spotted a bear. Will they go for Alfredo? Yes, they will. Oh, they'll have to let him go. But they found S4 instead. Oh, S4 jumps again.
Dead.
But he's dead. Okay.
It's okay, you can breathe.
Yeah, I mean... They're making Finem sweat for it, no question about that, but they continue to really suffer. Another 4K gold swing for Radiant.
We're mountain climbing now. Look at this gold graph.
Oh yeah, it's flying up. There was a little bit of a plateau where you could have a picnic, but now it continues to get higher and higher. And Alliance now going to have to consider what kind of high ground defense they have. Only one more outer tower stands before the approach is going to be coming.
Loda's just gonna be kicking himself in the butt after this game. Just like if he had dueled certain, like obviously one duel was Lincoln's freshly placed there, and then before that was a duel where he could have potentially killed the Wisp instead of the Batrider, and then they wouldn't be able to relocate out. And Bulldog
Hogtied lassoed up and pulled back. They're going to get the Savage Roar off, and Skylark is actually alone at the moment, but here comes Madara, here comes Spartan, and there goes Bulldog. He is the big core, the biggest net worth for Alliance, and he is just taken down, and, well, they relocate. They want more. They're looking for Ake. He's tracked up. I think the Tau could be thrown in any moment, Ryu. Alliance are just getting spanked at the moment.
Yeah, I need to avert my eyes. I mean, they might get... Here you go. There's the duel.
Okay, big duel. That's some damage, but, you know, Loda goes down shortly after. And now Madara, boom! EGM, not a chance.
I mean, he hit the BKB, Lincoln's Echo Saber Shadow Blade at 29 minutes in the game on Slark. That's where you say GG.
It's over. Don't even need to go for the high ground. Alliance has seen enough, and we have too. It's going to be a rough game number 1 for them. And that's Finem. Take it.
It's just really well played. Alliance were on a timing window, and AF punished them constantly around the map with the wrist relocates. That's why you see this hero banned a lot, or pick. And they did it perfectly in the early game. Alliance had the edge there. They had really good lanes, but it just wasn't enough to carry them in the mid game. Loda had to be that X factor, I guess, with this Legion Commander pick.